Steph Curry works as hard at golf when he has the time as he did in shooting the basketball, I don't know. He's no slouch on the golf course.
What do you say, fans? Let's hear it for your Seattle answers.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Simmons driving to the basket. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
There was a story, Brent, a couple years ago that Steph Curry's best round of golf came during the NBA Finals. Had you heard that?
I did hear that, but I also heard that Andre Iguodala has a major role in how that happened. Andre was taking up his golf game when they were battling the Cavs in 2018, and I think that competitive spirit of Steph's took over. He wanted to take Andre on, and they got out there during the finals.
Now here's Thompson. Seattle missing again.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Here's Cousins. It's a 10-point game. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And it's good. 2 points. Simmons got 8 points.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Ball is turned over.
That's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Now, here's Marjanovic. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And player nicknames are a fun part of covering the game. Now, a lot of guys, GA, are just going with their initials, like KD or AD or KG. Do we need more creativity?
I don't know, Kevin. Maybe the league could give guys a cash bonus for picking a nickname. Initials excluded. That might spark some creativity.
Seattle calls timeout.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Seattle trails by 14.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
What do you say, fans? Let's hear it for your Seattle answers.
Looking around. Will it go? From beyond the arc and then some.
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
Thompson inside the line. And the rebound goes to Louisville.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And it's Anthony with the jam.
Good timing on the fast break. We don't talk about that enough. Melo coming into the play and then finishing it off.
Now here's Thompson following the miss by Draymond Green. Pass to Barnes. Back to Curry. Shot clock at 6. Thompson from long range. Draymond Green pulls it in.
This has been a night where you can look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play. He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
Basket counts.
And Draymond did a good job of getting some space there and rooting himself to collect. Well, Draymond's IQ on the defensive end is so high level. I think that's going to be a huge advantage with him as an analyst, because he's going to talk to you from a perspective you don't much hear from. Usually it's from guys who scored a lot of points in the NBA, but what he did defensively, he can communicate that quite well.
Andrew Wiggins.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
And Anthony's got the ball here for Seattle. Trailing by 13. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Right side, Batum. Launches a three. And James Harden hits from deep.
Three.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Pass to Thompson. 16 seconds left from the first quarter of the game. They need this. And the rebound goes to Louisville. And Harden with the stuff.
Taking it all the way. Harden with the flush there.
On its way from Curry for two. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for Louisville.
Your Seattle team. 5. The Cardinals. 23.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Louisville.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job scoring in transition.
They've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
Pass to Green, and that's an intentional foul.
Klay Thompson. 4th personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Griffin with it. Guarded by Prince. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And you hear the legends, Brent, talk shot. So often, it's about what separates winning players from the guys that don't win as much. What comes to mind for you?
I think what comes to mind, Kevin, is expectation. And sometimes we get a little bit ahead of ourselves with guys who we want to anoint as the next great player. Look, sometimes it takes 3 or 4 chances at the highest level to finally reach that point where you have the confidence and the experience and the know-how to be one of the best players in the league, and who compliments you along the way. So to me, it comes with a great deal of patience to let that player achieve that. Level of success.
Team foul.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And Andrew Wiggins came into this league as such a special talent. It's so great to see all of that blossoming this far into his career.
The shot by Thompson, no good.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. The shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Team is
one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
Andrew Wiggins.
So we can't get either to fall. Seattle trails by 18. Outside Curry. And the three ball is good. Curry's got 6.
And nobody is pulling up from that kind of depth except for Stephen Curry.
Pass to Wiggins. And Wiggins throws it down hard.
And how about the acrobatics from Andrew Wiggins? Way up that time.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Karis LeVert has become one of the game's best slashers. He says, honestly, I just go to the front of the rim and work on different spins. Getting more comfortable with both hands and finishing. Kyrie Irving did that when he was younger, and that's one of the ways he became a great finisher. Kevin, back to you.
He is a great finisher. David thinks he's studying the greats, and it's paying off.
And sitting out for over 2 years due to devastating injuries. It is so good to see Klay Thompson back on the court.
I love it, and he's been so competitive with himself to fight through this injury and also to regain that form. There had to have been a lot of questions with over 900 days off. Can I get back to that level? And I believe that he wasn't even fully healthy during the finals, so we see a more confident play this year.
Tenacious play there by Griffin against really good defense, but he's not one to be scared off easily.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. His first shot coming late. Off the left rim and out.
That shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Draymond.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And he can't hit the second.
And as good as Draymond Green has been on the floor, this guy will be an all-time broadcaster, already a popular podcast. Great TV studio appearances as well.
And Curry has it in the corner. 5 to shoot. Out to Thompson. They get it again. Over to the wing. And nothing but hair on that one.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Draymond Green.
And that one's good. Green. And Draymond Green, the next broadcasting star. You watched his work. Why is that?
Kevin, I think his basketball IQ is incredible, and we see that when he plays, but he can also vocalize it to the audience. And, of course, Draymond is not afraid to say what he thinks.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Seattle foul.
Well, he's one of the more popular players in the NBA in terms of fan support. They just love Blake Griffin's charisma.
Line for the Cardinals.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
And he hit 72% of his foul shots a season ago, but I'm not sure he's real thrilled with those numbers.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
That's a bad turnover right there, but aside from that one, I think they've done a good job controlling the pace and the ball during the game.
The deep 3 from Thompson. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And shooting better from three-point range here in the second, but overall still struggling right around 30% from beyond for the game.
Draymond Green.
And Green gets it to go.
James Harden.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Now here's Curry. 12 points for him. Drills it from outside.
And performance he's putting on from three-point range here in the second quarter. Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Out of bounds. It'll be the Cardinals ball.
For Seattle.
Big group substitution here for Seattle. Cardinals leading by 13.
Malik Monk. Derrick Rose.
Here's Green. Pass to Cornette. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Harden outside. Over Rose. No good off the back of the rim.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Here's Anthony. Right side, Batum. Monk for three. And the rebound goes to Louisville. They led by as many as 18 points. Here's Wiggins. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Now, Draymond Green, we know he plays with attitude and he plays with force. And his teammates appreciate the unselfish approach he has.
On the wing, Barnes. To the paint. Pass to Batum. Over Griffin. A shot by Batum, no good. Cardinals leading by 15. The drive by Green. Griffin's shot is off.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
And that one released in time, but no good.
How about Melo's?
And so it's Louisville. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Back right after this. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Now a timeout called by the Cardinals.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Cardinals leading by 12. Pass to Drummond. Launches it. Louisville getting another chance here. Louisville passing it around. Count it.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Curry way outside.
Out of bounds.
That's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession. And it's Seattle with the ball. It's a 14-point game. On the wing, Barnes. 6 to shoot. Seattle needs to get off a shot.
Yeah, the hustle from Simmons on D, it becomes infectious. He brings his all on every possession. His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
First team foul.
Seattle shooting their first free throw of the night here.
Yeah, last season, around 71% of the free throws made. And you know what? That has to be a point of emphasis this year.
Now here's Drummond. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Nicholas Batum.
First team foul.
When Drummond gets the ball inside, that's going to scare the rest of your defense. You got to pay attention.
Now a key member of that 73-win Golden State Warrior team was Harrison Barnes.
And almost the forgotten part of the famed death lineup, it was Barnes, Steph, Clay, Draymond, and Andre Iguodala. Harrison, a big piece of that 2015 championship team as well. he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
Nicholas Batum.
Sometimes rebounds come to you if you're just alert, and that time Barnes was. Sniffed that one out.
Here's Simmons. Pass to Drummond. From past the arc. Offensive rebound. Now here's Bogdanovic. Goes up again. Outside for Simmons. And finally, that one's good. Simmons got 6 in the quarter.
Timeout, Seattle.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Seattle calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Seattle calls timeout.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
And so the ball is out of bounds. Bogdanovic touched it last.
The ball.
Here's Simmons. And then Simmons slams it in.
A solid passer at his position. LeVert excels at finding his teammates.
Backcourt violation.
I'm watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourself, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
Seattle calls timeout. And Simmons really making a difference here.
A smart move here, talk things over. He's really eating them up, and they've tried a few different looks defensively. Nothing quite getting it done.
That'll be a 5-second call.
That's a bad miscue, but I think they've done a really good job keeping control of the ball throughout the game.
Outside Curry. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Out to Thompson. Outside Curry. 4 on the clock. Poked away. And stolen by Simmons. And there's the call on Curry.
Personal foul.
That's his 5th foul. Simmons on the wing. 16 points for him. Here's Cousins. Ready by Bogdanovic. And they've got time, Greg, to chip away at this lead.
Yeah, still lots of time, but they have to play smart if they want to erase this deficit.
Yep, it counts.
And that's just a good look from Clay as his teammate was open. Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Curry. Unable to get that one. And the Cardinals going the other way now.
His shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find the rhythm?
Off the inbound. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
DeMarcus Cousins.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. That one misses for Cousins.
This is where we see Cousins a lot. He's always
Up there among the lead leaders in free throw attempts. It's so hard to handle in the post. The D just never knows what to do with him.
Now Cousins. After the missed three from Klay Thompson. It's off his foot. And the ref saying he kicked. And Seattle making a change here.
For Seattle, Malik Monk,
Derrick Rose.
Cardinals on D. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Here's Simmons.
Ben Simmons.
And Simmons slams it in.
Coach has to be happy with Simmons' intensity
2 minutes remaining in the
tonight,
third.
fighting
2
hard
minutes.
for his looks on offense.
A three from Bogdanovich. To the inside. Cousins. Derrick Rose grabs the miss.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him on a rhythm. Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
First personal
And
foul.
there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That is his first foul of the game.
Harrison Barnes.
And here's Rose outside, and the rebound goes to Louisville.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Ben Simmons.
Now catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
Ben Simmons.
And Rose, a fighter,
personal
someone
foul.
who challenges
Second
defenders
team
inside
foul.
and attracts their attention.
Shooting for Seattle.
And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Cardinals.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
And in a league full of shooters, Malik Monk is right there with the best of them.
Blake Griffin.
And has always been a weapon from outside, has refined his shot selection the last few years, and starting to come into his own as a reliable outside threat.
Here's Monk, following the basket by Blake Griffin. Pass to Rose. From deep three-point range, they grab their own miss. Anthony. Nobody near Barnes. Off target from outside. And Draymond Green picks up the foul.
Draymond Green.
That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul.
Yeah, I guess when you're up this big, you can afford to get a little sloppy.
Seattle trails by 18. Pass to Barnes. In the corner, it's Monk. From deep. Cousins pulls it in. Right side wall. Here's Griffin. Good if it goes.
That's the end of
Well,
the
through
third
3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome.
The
Cardinals lead by 18. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Seattle. They trail by 18. Pass to Barnes. Misses the three.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Carmelo
And
Anthony.
he commits the intentional foul.
Personal foul. First team foul. Into the lineup for Seattle, Stephen Curry.
Three-pointer, LeVert. He doesn't hit that one. Seattle goes the other way with it.
Foul called on.
And there's the call on Curry.
Sixth personal
That's
foul.
it for him. He's fouled out of the
First
game.
team foul.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline. And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
Thompson from long range. Three-pointer. A three-pointer is right on target.
Klay Thompson.
Just so remarkable and consistent from distance is Klay Thompson.
Timeout called, Louisville. Frank, we know that Klay Thompson had 941 days between NBA games because of those injuries. But he was using that experience away for good.
And Klay announcing with that his family foundation would have a 941-day initiative. Programs to help workers who have suffered career setbacks. Thompson helping others with their comeback.
So for the Cardinals,
Your Seattle Lancers.
here's Simmons. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Here's Marjanovic.
Boban Marjanovic.
The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Ben
Marjanovic has got his first points in this one. Thompson outside. And again, Seattle with the triple.
Thompson.
Well, he just nailed his second three of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
Back to Simmons. Out of bounds as Louisville keeps possession.
Louisville ball.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter.
And Drummond just rising up and gets on top of the defense.
Rose, no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Pass to Drummond. There's the three. Barnes grabs the miss. Seattle trails by 20. Thompson outside. Rumors continue to fly about possible league expansion. Brent, any cities you'd like to see join the league?
Oh, man, there's a lot of great options out there, Kevin, but I would like to see the league go to 32 and have 16 in each conference. I think that would be great. And there's a city in the Pacific Northwest that deserves a team, and I think you know where I'm talking about. Seattle.
And that kind of defense ain't going to get it done.
Gee, we don't see those kinds of dunks out of him all the time, but we know he's got it in him.
Well, any guy can throw it down against air defending him. Plenty of room, so not so amazing. What does amaze me, though, is that no one came over to contest the play.
Bull, that's good.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Knocks it loose. Back to Marjanovic. To the wing right side. And the dunk by Bull.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Here's Thompson. It's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession.
Coming onto the floor for Seattle, Serge Ibaka. Bojan Bogdanovic.
Cardinals on D. Thompson for three. And Bull pulls it down. Louisville leading by 23. Drummond with it. Guarded now by Barnes. And that one is good.
Now, this is when the game slows down for a big man like Andre Drummond. He can make those kind of plays.
Pass to Thompson. Takes a three. And it's Thompson again missing. Here's Simmons. And then Simmons slams it in.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
And it's Seattle with the ball. Following the score by the Cardinals.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Louisville.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Ben Simmons.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Assist goes to
And the dunk by Bol.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
At the line for the
No
Cardinals,
good on the free throw.
Luke Cornett. At the line for two.
He hits the second from the line. Out of bounds. It'll be the Cardinals' ball.
The ball goes to Louisville.
Boy, I tell you what, you want to talk about a long bomb. Good luck catching that thing cleanly.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. .55 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. To the middle. They swipe it. And pushing it up is Seattle. Here's Clemens to end the cold streak. And that one comes up a bit short.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
Here's Drummond.
Andre Drummond.
Basket good.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
From deep three-point range, misses there. So it's